We made it, we made it, we made it. This trip was 3 years in the planning, 3 years in the making, and I'm standing at what is, in my opinion, the most beautiful mountaintop in all of Europe. So come with me, I'm going to show you how we ended up coming here, and I'm going to let you choose the top 3 photos from this location, and you can comment, let me know which one is your favorite. So come on for the ride. The past 10 years there's been this one mountain peak in the Italian Dolomites that's really captured my attention. We're on our way right now. It's called Seceda. This is a mountain peak like I've never seen before. Wow, this looks incredible. Like now I'm actually really getting excited. And Leah, are you getting excited?
Absolutely, what a beautiful view it is.
It looks exactly like Austria, except the big surprise is it's Italy. So we begin at the Col Riser gondola, and it's surprisingly 32 or 33 degrees Celsius. And we're in the Alps. Like, wow, it is really hot. You ready to rock?
I am.
What is the secret to doing it?
I don't know.
I am completely mystified. What am I doing wrong? You have to get just do it like this. Aha. Okay, you're going in our YouTube video. Thank you. Thank you for showing us. Bye-bye. So the first big problem solved. How do you scan it? How do you scan the card? It had no barcode on it. There are 2 gondola options to get up to the top. Option 1 is to take the Seceda gondola, which gets you right up to the summit, but it closes at 4 p.m. every day, which means that you will not be there for the sunset shoot. Option 2 is what we chose, and that's to take the Col Riser gondola, and from the top of that gondola, we hiked for 20 minutes to get to our small hotel where we would be staying for 2 nights. Unbelievable. Imagine this at sunrise and sunset kind of light. Look at this. Cha-ching. We made it. So behind me here is the Fermi Hut, and this is like a little hotel where we're going to be staying for 2 nights.
Hello, welcome to the Fermi Hut.
You've got to see this room. It is so beautiful, so, I don't know, rustic meets contemporary and new. Look at the bed. Let's take a look at the view out the window. First, so nice. View out the window where you can hear the angels singing. Ah! And this is the view that we had at sunrise from that window. The Fermi Hut is an absolutely incredible place. It is at an elevation of 7,000 feet or 2,109 meters. It has a fully stocked bar, a beautiful kitchen. All the food was fantastic, especially the pizza, which they bake in their wood fire brick oven. It had incredible breakfasts, and the rooms were fantastic. I could not have asked for a better place to stay when up so high in the mountains. It was the highlight of our entire 3-week trip in Europe. So we left Fermi Hut and started to hike up the mountain. We recharged our batteries at the Fermi Hut. Because the Fermi Hut is already at 2,100 meters and the summit is 2,500 meters, any training that I did seems to be of no available. I am just already completely out of gas. I've got nothing left. But look at how beautiful it is behind me. Even though we were in Italy, it sure reminded us of being in Austria and the movie The Sound of Music, so we just couldn't resist. This vista that's behind me is really spectacular, and I want to get this with a really high resolution panorama. And so the very left side of the frame will be the Seceda jagged mountain peaks, and the right side of the frame will be a distant mountain. And what I like about the composition is that both mountain peaks on the left and the right sides are just about at the same height. Seceda's a little bit higher, but it creates this really nice sense of balance, almost like 2 bookends, like the Seceda peak on the left side is the left bookend and this other big mountain on the right. So I'm going to set up here and shoot as high resolution as I can and Try and stay out of this wind. I've got the tripod head completely level, so I can just rotate it and it'll give me a nice level topped pano. Manual mode for all the settings, manual focus. Don't want the camera changing anything halfway through the pano. I'm going to focus approximately 1/3 through the scene. And I like to do a couple of different panos. I do one for safety where I'll just go to the widest part of my lens, widest angle, which is 24 millimeters on this thing, and then do a single row pano and then check it out, make sure everything looks good, and then zoom in to the tightest, which will be 70 millimeters, and then I'll do a double row. And if it really looks good, then I'm going to throw the 200 millimeter lens on and then do one that will be a triple or quadruple row. We'll see. Should be good. It was a 400-meter elevation gain to get to the top, and with the very hot temperature, I can tell you on a personal note, I was bagged. I thought I was in good shape until today. A mountain never lies. But we finally made it up to the top, and it was so worth it. It was 3 years in the making to get there, and believe me, I was so excited. I just ticked one location off of my bucket list. Okay, you're ready for the big reveal? I'm gonna show you. You're not gonna believe this. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and here's the reveal. It just got so windy that I put my rain jacket on just to keep the cold out. It was actually freezing. And then I asked Leah to go down into just to the start of where the sunlight is, to just stand there in her orange jacket and have that interesting perspective of having somebody in the shot, which gives that sense of perspective and scale. And then you really see just how massive these mountain peaks are. This is so incredible. We're just getting the last vestiges of sunlight hitting the top of the peak, and it's that warm, glowing type of, sort of that alpine glow type of light. It's so gorgeous. If ever there was a time to make sure that you're checking your histogram, it is now, because perfect histogram right here, perfect. This is one of these times I don't want to blow the shot. Imagine how it would feel to get back home, check the photos on the computer, and see something was wrong. Out of focus, blown out highlights, you name it. So I'm doing everything I can to make sure I'm getting this right. So this is the last and final composition, and I like this one the best because I found where I can get the camera down low and have foreground with grass. So there's foreground, there's middle ground, which is the cliff wall, and then there's background, which are the high peaks. And I think this is the composition that is the winner as far as I'm concerned, but that's up to you. Let's see how you vote. Is your favorite photo photo number 1, or photo number 2, or photo number 3? So leave a comment. Let me know your opinion. Which one is your favorite? So this is the end of 3 days and 2 nights in the Dolomites at Seceda. We stayed at the Refugio Fermi Hut. We would definitely come back. Next up, we're headed to Santa Magdalena. And if you want to see this iconic photo location, then be sure to subscribe and hit the little bell beside it so you'll be notified as soon as that video is ready.
Ciao.
Ciao.